This is KCR, the sound of state.
So apparently my thing went off right as the music kept going. I had notifications, so I was like, oh, great. We're going to change things up a little bit. So before I put you guys on, it's KCR College Radio, the award-winning sound of state, and I'm your host for this evening for my entertainment talk show, Tishtalk. For the first time, you guys are not... Well, what were those words? For those of you who have not heard my show for the very first time, basically what my shtick is that I grab a topic on entertainment and I talk about it with my friends for the hour. So there's a lot of things essentially just kind of adjusting right now. I had to make a lot of changes, and just kind of changes for this semester. So I have a panel of friends here who they're gonna hang out with me for a little bit. So I guess they can introduce themselves because I don't know everybody's last names. So if you guys want to all speak into the mics
at once. Should we all do it at once?
You can if you want to.
Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Collectively, hello.
Hi, my name's AJ.
I'm Mario.
Dark Blue. I go by Dark Blue.
Just kidding. Never mind. Thank you guys for being on air with me. It's AJ Mario. How do I say your entire name?
Okay. Fabrizio Ramirez.
There you go.
Fancy.
I go by Dark Blue for my show so that I can what is it? Like keep my anonymity.
That's like your
That's my
radio
stage
name?
Yeah, my
Stage
radio
name.
name.
You can go with your stage name too. And do we have a fifth one on the mic?
Over here.
Mic
1.
Mic 1, mic 5.
Is it on?
Yes,
One,
on.
two, three.
Yeah, it's on.
It's Nick.
It's Nick Lagrasso.
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 Oh, it's
Lagrasso.
I thought it was Lagrosso.
I
Honestly,
mean, it doesn't matter. My
The-
last name, but
English.
whatever.
What is your title? What do you go by?
What do I go by?
Yes.
Like doctor?
The man, the
or
myth, the
like
legend.
Esquire.
physician?
The soft-spoken lover boy.
masseuse?
The masseuse.
this is very interesting.
At $9.99 an hour, it'd be whatever you want it to be.
Oh my.
That's not this type of show. That's not this type of show.
Thank you for
That's
tuning in.
That's the show after this. That's the show after this.
That's my show.
Exactly.
Wow.
What do you mean?
That's exactly
Literally
my
2
point.
of the co-hosts are here, and
That's exactly my point.
okay.
AJ Cubed is on after us, also. If you guys want to stick around.
The better of the two shows. Kappa, Kappa.
Excuse me.
What do you mean?
Rude.
Hey, my guests don't cancel.
What?
Oh, is there some shade being thrown?
Okay, yes. Okay, I had to make some just different arrangements because there was some scheduling issues with my guests and myself too.
Hashtag string two choice.
Hashtag don't bail on Tish or else she'll
Shut
destroy
up,
you.
guys.
Second round draft picks.
Jumping on. Man,
So
I'm gonna
this
see
is what
the
the
phone.
bottom of the
I'm gonna
barrel
see the
tastes
phone
like.
go off in a second, and
You
then I'm gonna get chewed out.
Gonna get a lot of.
What's he gonna do? Fire us from KCR?
I'm
You're
honored that I'm
pushing
on here,
it.
by the way.
Josh, I
Trisha.
love you, don't
So
hurt me.
I appreciate it
I'm
a lot.
always here.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
What's
always
that
here. You
goober
go.
up
You're
to?
always. Who? Josh?
Yeah.
He's working in San Diego.
Yeah, no.
You know, I don't have to speak for him, but since he's not here, apparently I do.
Not close enough.
No, he's a busy boy, living his best post-college life.
His best life.
His best life. He actually, that was supposed to be the surprise today, is that both him and Ryan Wayne Mueller, we were supposed to all three of us be here together and have like a little mini reunion since we
Yeah.
were all on the same show last year on Josh's show, but they both canceled on me.
That's the Breakfast
Wow.
Club, right?
The what?
That was his show?
No, you're thinking that's a mod.
Oh, I don't know.
What was your show called last year?
Why don't you just call it the diner?
Basically. No, it wasn't my show. It was Josh's show. The previous general manager.
It was a morning show, though, yeah?
No, it wasn't. It was an afternoon show. It was
Oh.
late afternoon.
Oh.
Where's
It was
mom
at
tuned
5.
in?
Yes.
Yeah,
his mother
she's
did
awesome.
tune in. She was amazing.
Yeah.
It was the Groove at 5.
Oh,
that's what
okay.
It
it
was more like music based, but we did have a bunch of like bits and just talked and stuff like that.
Funk
so.
and soul, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get
Very
some.
nice. I like that.
Yeah, not my show. My show is typically more like we talk about entertainments and stuff. But I'm actually changing it up a little bit this semester because I kind of outplayed the topic. So for those of you guys who don't know, my show essentially is typically like I'll choose a topic, whether it be like anime or video games or
just take all my
Marvel
topics.
or whatever. I know,
Just take all my things.
literally everything that you talk about.
I'm right here.
Essentially things that either pertain to my guests or something that happened during the week. But I have found it a bit more interesting to kind of do it on a weekly basis where I talk about, instead of just one topic, essentially, since it's Friday, kind of a recap of everything in terms of entertainment news. So now my show is, I'm kind of transforming it more into like an entertainment news talk showy kind of thing. Entertainment, not news. Okay, I'm staying in the realm of entertainment. E-news.
Attack of the show.
I mean,
You guys remember that show?
it was
Attack of
No,
the
what
Show.
was
it
that?
was good while it lasted.
It was by
No.
G4 TV, and
Back
that
in the
channel
old
that everybody
G4
forgets
days.
existed.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
I
You
honestly
remember-
did.
like it
forget
had
that
like
Yeah.
Olivia Munn and
Yeah, that's right. Olivia
the
Munn was
other
on
the
it.
other really cute white girl.
I don't.
You mean every white girl?
Every other co-host on that show. Oh my gosh, they were attractive.
I also realize I'm the only female in this radio show.
Hey,
today.
that's
Saucy
okay.
fest.
Listen,
Did you
Ah.
assume my gender?
this is
I'll
represent
throw something at you.
Mario. First of
I'll
all,
cut your mic.
remember
Excuse
we
me?
we are on San Diego State University.
Dumb.
This is a loving campus.
Well, we
accepting of
are.
all. Yes,
Exactly.
everyone.
But not including in all-inclusive terms can be damaging to some of the listeners.
All-inclusive terms. You do whatever makes you happy. Just don't shove it down my throat.
Exactly. PSA.
PSA.
We'll leave it at that.
Yes. So.
All right, so what do you want to talk about this week?
There's a lot actually. I think the first thing that I have on here though, because I was just catching up with my news, and it kind of pertains to you guys. Ninja was the first gamer to be featured on ESPN's cover.
I mean, I guess. Like,
Wait.
the thing about Ninja, I love Ninja. Ninja's cool.
He's a cool guy.
He's cool.
Except for when he
when
gets
it's
pranked by the rest of the internet.
No, he's super
Michel?
hypocritical.
Why is
Oh,
that?
Like,
okay.
according to many sources that I can't remember off the top of my head, he's very hypocritical. Like he forgets where he came from.
Oh,
That
that's
sucks.
sad.
Like he had a bunch of old like small timer friends back in the day, and then he just kind of, who are you? You know?
Wow, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ouch.
he like out of everyone, because he's like the golden boy for Twitch.
He's not the golden boy. He's the money boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Money.
Cash
Oh, then who would be
cow.
the golden boy
The
then?
golden star child.
Yeah,
Power
I don't.
one.
I don't. Is that you?
He's a league streamer, but in terms of anything, the main reason the main reason Twitch likes Ninja is because he brings in the most ad revenue. He says he tries to be PC to get more Twitch subs. He what's it called?
He's not streaming with female streamers, but
he
that's more
doesn't
of like
stream
a
with
personal.
That's a personal thing. I don't care about that, but like
Yeah.
he used to stream all the time with his other friends like Myth and Daquan and all the other people, and then he stopped streaming with them altogether because quote unquote they swear too much, which yes, a little bit, but then literally right after he streams with Lil Yachty and who's just potty mouthing it up over there. And
So he's just
like,
very selective.
he's very hypocritical.
Yeah.
And then he also has a lot of allegations in terms of the Twitch Prime subs that he gets, to where like some people looked at the people who subbed to him in one day, I think it was over 80% were made that day. Just did the free trial
so
and
they're
subbed
like
to him.
bots and stuff.
Yeah.
Or not, well,
Oh.
almost like bots, but like
Yeah.
essentially just like
No,
trial
it's
people.
bots, but each of those subs give him $250.
Dang, you
He gets
serious?
money for each of those subs.
$250?
No, $2.50.
Oh, okay.
But
I was gonna say,
imagine
whoa.
at
Yeah.
like the extent that you're getting all that stuff. That's a lot.
No, well, I mean, he's like you said, he was like the cash cow right now, especially because
He
he's
is
doing,
the cash
He's
cow.
doing Fortnite, so that's like the biggest thing that's
Yeah.
going on right now.
Fortnite's gonna die
Well,
like a rock.
like
Fair,
any
but-
like any game though.
No, but like the main thing about Fortnite is how they set up their plan. They set up a plan to have one big. We talked about last week on our show, by the way, from round to 11. But you know,
Stop putting your
we
plugs.
the-
How
the
dare
main-
you.
What did you expect?
The main thing
We're
about it
here.
is, it's a bit. It started out. It's still in beta, but their plan is even
Beta.
like right now they have an esports league about it right now, and every week they put out a patch that's big enough to have significant changes throughout the entire game. That business model has been proven to not work at all.
Why is that? It keeps it fresh and it keeps it,
It
going,
keeps
huh?
it fresh, but it
You'll run out of
keeps
stuff,
the
I'm
meta too
assuming.
volatile.
Okay,
Exactly.
fair, yeah.
It keeps the meta way too volatile. So in terms of one of the other biggest games on Twitch, League of Legends,
Right.
last year, I think either last year or over the summer, they switched the patch system to where they switched the patch system to where the patches, or instead of big patches between each competitive season or like in between, they had one every week or every other week. And in a game that people want to play competitively, and a game that that has a big enough following, having the game shift every week, the game you play today is not going to be the same game you play in 3 weeks.
Right.
It's going to be completely different. And that is what messes up everything. Because, people come in for the experience of the game. I guess for Fortnite, it's not as bad because it's still new.
Yeah.
But imagine you try to pick up Halo 3 and you missed a year of patches and it's completely different. It turns into like a top-down shooter.
Okay, yeah.
So you
that
kind of
would-
miss a
You're
lot
gonna
of
you're gonna
things.
miss everything, and you're gonna not be able to play it at the competitive level unless
Right.
you're constantly being able to grind. But because it's every week, it's you adapting to change the meta. Like before, if the patches were like once every season, or at the end of every season or between seasons, you had at least a few months to go out, practice the meta, get good at it, and then progress,
Right.
get better. You changing it every week is saying, okay, what's good now? I need to abuse that. That's not good for any game.
No, yeah.
Busted.
I don't know if I'm talking too much. Sorry.
No, that's good.
No, I'm just like listening.
What do you think is a good measurement? Because you were talking about every season. Like say for example, I play a lot of Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, and they do like a bigger update every 3 months.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is that better?
I think a bigger I think the perfect thing is a bigger update either every few months or in the middle of in the bye week of like the competitive season and at the end of each competitive season.
Okay.
So they can't be doing it
With
consistently
with
as they are
smaller
now.
patches to change and tweak some things that are broken in between those big patches.
Without introducing anything.
Without
less,
introducing everything major.
Right.
You know, if you every week you go crossbow, okay, crossbow's really good. Okay, it's rocket launcher's super good. Okay, we're taking those away. You know, you can't.
Oh, so they actively take
They
out
actively
those.
put in and take away things and like take things out of meta.
I thought they low-key just like left things in
Oh
there.
no,
No, they take out.
If they still had smoke bombs and crossbows, I'd still be playing.
Okay.
That's one thing that I dislike about Fortnite, going back to the Fortnite discussion, is that when I used to play a lot, like I would just play the game and I'd be like, wait, there's something missing here. Like, wasn't there like the missile launcher that like you could guide around? I
They
thought that
took
was
it out
fun.
because it was too broken,
Well, exactly. Like
Too
I didn't even get to play with it
too
enough.
too powerful.
Oh, too OP.
And since what is it like randomly generated
It's
in terms
it's
of like
percentile based.
Yeah.
Percentage, you know.
What's happening with Overwatch right now? Is that still
Overwatch
going?
is dying.
No, bro, it's so fun. Though.
No,
Like,
I love the game.
Yeah.
I love the game, but their competitive system's terrible.
Really?
Every
it
game
really?
has it's.
Oh,
rest
really?
in peace, Winston.
Oh. Speaking of competitive,
Hi there.
Did
Speaking
they put
of,
like a hamster in too, though?
they put Hamtaro.
Yeah.
What?
Hamtaro.
He's so cute. I love him.
His
dude.
name's like Wrecking Ball or something, right?
Yeah.
But
He
it's
looks-
basically Hamtaro.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly, it's such an innovative. That's the one thing I love about Overwatch. Each character is super unique and super innovative.
Yeah.
You know,
And
you
they
have-
also put so much story into it too. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
play, but then like I watched the Diva little story they put together, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cool.
the
Yeah.
time and care that they put into their animations and really developing, like they don't need it. They don't have a campaign.
No, they don't. They
but
don't want to.
They do it to like
For the fans.
It's kind of like it's fan service, and it makes you feel good about who you're playing.
But
But
then,
that's their stick though. They stick to the people who are loyal to
and
that
then,
brand.
and then there's the fanatics. Did you see the whole thing about the Diva short?
I mean, I saw a lot. What do you mean?
Diva and one of her people who wasn't even in the short. Her name was there. Her name was
Devil?
like Demon.
Or is it Demon or
Yeah, it's
Devil?
Demon.
Demon? Yeah, what about him?
D.MON.
Yeah.
She like everyone's like having crazy fan theories because of like the show, because of the short and the new map.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, they're in a lesbian relationship. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, but that's everybody though.
but like they grab onto like the tiniest little
Yeah,
details.
that's
like,
the internet.
You know,
That's the internet for
their
you.
rooms are right next to each other and their chairs are right next to each
Let's
other. And they
ship
used
as
to be
many
on the same
characters.
esports team. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
but that's just the
their
internet.
rooms are next to each other because there's both girls in the
Yeah.
dorm.
I feel like people just like to like grab onto that and like throw it out of proportion just to like because people love to speculate.
Yeah,
I mean, like
know.
sometimes you can be right, sometimes you're wrong. Maybe it's just for fun.
Ship it or skip it.
When
I skip it.
when
Skip
the
it.
when the Tracer thing came out, that Tracer was like canonly lesbian.
Yeah,
like
I
no
mean,
one expected that. They
it's-
all thought it was gonna be Zarya.
Another thing about it is just like, yeah, it's cool that like they put it in canonically,
Mhm.
but it's never that needed. You know?
Right.
No, but
Doesn't change
that
the
that
game.
just kind of shows their
That-
like dedication
that
to
they're
the
dedicated
lore
to,
and
you know.
to like the entire like
Yeah.
just they're not just making a game just to make a game because in Fortnite you don't have any like backstories for any of those characters, do you? You just have
We definitely
characters.
don't
You
need
could
them.
try. What's that big jelly cube that they're doing?
Oh, the
Is
one
that
that's
a
gone?
thing?
It melted.
Oh,
What?
Well,
It melted into Loot Lake, and now Loot Lake is now like a giant bounce pad.
Oh no.
Well, that's
see,
kinda
I haven't
cool.
played in forever.
That's
so
really
I
goofy.
wouldn't
So
know
they turned Loot Lake
I
into
don't
freaking
play.
Lit Lake.
So
It's been like
Perp Dre.
3 months for me.
You got leave
I'm like the least knowledgeable. The only thing I know about it is that my brothers enjoy playing it.
about Fortnite.
Yeah,
You've been carrying this conversation pretty well.
I know
mean-
about it just because of like how
Well,
much it's
proximity.
how much
right.
it's blown up. But also it's like they play it and I just kind of like pick up on things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's not. Oh, the TV. Oh, okay.
No, that's normal.
But yeah, to kind of move on from video games because my god, that was a lot longer than I thought. But
Hey,
that's
Nick,
fine.
do you want a seat?
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm out
We
on
can
mic over
rotate.
here, so.
Oh, we got it.
Musical
Yeah,
chairs.
we can just scoot
Well,
everything down.
Yeah.
I mean,
You want to say it?
oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, since Nick here, actually, you asked me earlier because like, admittedly, most of my show has been like Marvel stuff because there's a lot, and so with moving over
See
to like
the
an
trailer?
entertainment
Yeah,
news
of course.
one, yes, let's talk a little about Marvel,
Yes.
Captain Marvel.
Let's get it.
Have we all seen the trailer?
Yes.
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 Fantastic.
No.
What? You
Yeah.
haven't?
Okay.
I haven't, unfortunately.
It's my new
I've
aesthetic.
been busy.
Is it okay for us to talk about it even though he hasn't seen
I don't
it?
know,
Dude,
Mario.
I mean, it
don't
doesn't
care, go
spoil
for it.
anything.
How much
I
do you
know.
know about Captain Marvel, likewise?
Briefly from discussion with my friends in terms of like, is this thing cutting out? In
It's
terms of
that
like,
mic's really weird.
Yeah.
So.
In terms of like, oh, like, this is what was canon in the comic books that like I didn't bother growing up, but some of my friends did. So like
Mhm.
we saw that and like, oh, this is what they're throwing in. So like,
Yeah.
I'm
just a
excited
mix-up of
for
that.
it. Captain America was always my aesthetic because army, but now that like she's like female military, I'm like transition.
I had
I know
like,
she's Air Force, but it's fine.
I had like when you just brought up Captain America, I had like a deep appreciation for Captain America in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes. And then all the stuff with Bucky and Iron Man came up, and then Iron Man's my favorite Avenger.
Mhm.
So he got on my bad side. Then Infinity War rolled around, and he's okay. He's redeeming himself, I guess, but I still can't get over the fact that he almost killed Tony. Like that was too much.
Yeah,
Like,
like
Bucky?
for, no,
No.
Steve.
in Civil War.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They had
When
that
the-
huge
when the
fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, in the end of that whole fight, I was like, he's not gonna kill him.
No, they weren't going to.
No,
No
they
matter
weren't.
what.
There's no way, Kevin.
I know,
character
but, like,
development.
It was like a
Character
bad
development.
breakup though. Like after it, they were like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk
It's
to
a
him.
messy
It was a
breakup because they're not
divorce.
gonna
They lost the
murder
children.
somebody.
They
Especially-
lost all the kids. in the
especially
fight.
because of Captain America's like deep-seated like resolve and like personal pride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's a good, very patriotic military kind of thing, and obviously I can speak from experience. But also, it's like, no, it's funny that you say that because like when I first started kind of getting into Marvel stuff, Iron Man was essentially my favorite because I loved the portrayal of like Tony Stark via RDJ, and then the more I looked into the character, I loved like the character development that you kind of see him go through in most of his story.
Mhm.
Like you see him as just a regular human being just trying to cope with like PTSD and alcoholism and all this stuff. So I always enjoyed like Tony Stark as like a character from like a writer's aspect. And then obviously like Captain America, I've always been like, if small Steve can get through army, so can I.
Oh no, that's why the first like Captain America movie was fantastic. I really liked it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And also,
it was cute. You didn't like Winter Soldier?
no, it's not that I didn't like it, but that's when all the like the Bucky stuff happened. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, scandalous, like
Oh, I see.
more.
Mhm.
I know it had to be in the story. It just like kind of made me sad because like I really liked Captain America in the first one because he was like such this like he was like
Golden boy.
yeah, he was like really brave and he basically like what they wanted in the army at that time. Like he was the standing.
It's what we still want, folks. I'll
Yes,
tell
it's,
you real
it's what we
quick.
still need. But then when Winter Soldier came around, it's like that internal conflict, which is important to his character.
Mhm.
But like, I'm just so grumpy about the Tony and Captain America
Oh.
thing.
I think it's the whole point, though. They want you to.
I know,
feel that
I
way.
know.
But yeah, Captain Marvel tying it back
Right.
though.
Hey, she punches an old lady in that movie.
She
Oh,
does.
yeah.
What do we think? Yeah, she
It's
like high key
obviously
punches.
not an old lady.
Mm-mm.
You think it's a scroll?
It's 100% a girl.
Plot twist: she's a real old lady.
I know.
I'm almost betting that like
She
actually
said,
is.
Grandma, you stole my purse.
she like ends up in the hospital. It
Yeah,
like
the
quick
whole-
cuts.
It's the whole plot of the movie. She just beats up an old lady.
And
Well,
the
what I'm
rape
what I'm
thing.
interested to hear your guys' opinion on because I was having a conversation with Ahmad about it, Ahmad and Thomas, is like how they're using the CGI to essentially like make Sam J look younger along with
Oh yeah.
Phil Coulson. What do
I
we
mean,
think?
it's done before.
Well, what do you think of how it looks?
Oh,
though?
it
I
looks-
think it looks fine.
It looks fine. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Compared to like Ant-Man. Well, like
A mod's
I
calling
didn't like
me.
that movie.
Why is a
no,
mod
Ant-Man was
calling
I
me?
loved Ant-Man, but like the
Hold on.
CG, when they made them look younger.
From the Cold Studio.
I don't. Yeah, he's trying to call me. Ahmad, if
like-
you're listening, call the studio.
In, like, in the very
Hank-
beginning.
Using this for
Pym.
music.
Hank
How
Pym,
dare
yeah,
you?
it was.
I was okay with that.
It
fine.
wasn't the like. It was noticeable.
It's one of the earlier stages of them using the de-aging
Yeah.
technology, especially with like you could especially see in like the first time they did it with Iron Man.
Mhm.
Is that in Civil War?
Which one?
The one they did with RDJ.
Oh yeah, when it was like his young.
RDJ was
flashback
like super young and
It
like
looks
super.
good, but I was like, I could just
He was
tell
a little
just enough.
Passable though.
It was a
Like
little-
it's passable.
it was
That's
very
the biggest thing.
Like I think they've upped it now. Like and it's like the one I saw the new trailer with Sam Jackson. I was like, that looks
I mean,
great.
it's better than the de-mustaching technology we have.
Oh
in-
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Steve mustache.
We oh
Baby.
no, did I? Oh yeah, we kind of talked about it last week, but yeah, that whole thing, man.
Oh, that's great.
The more I see, because you're talking about like the more I see of like Titans. Have you guys seen the commercial for Titans, or at the very least
no.
bits and pieces
I
of
don't-
it?
I don't-
I know we kind of talked about it last week.
What Titans? What?
The new,
Oh.
the new dark,
Teen
edgy
Titans.
Teen Titans.
Oh no, I
The
haven't.
more clips I see of it, the more I'm like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
Ooh.
so bad, and I feel
Ooh,
bad
baby.
because Robin actually seems like the best character / actor out of
Looks
all
like
of them.
the best actor.
He looks like the best actor, even though Ryan Potter's like a decent actor who plays Beast Boy, but the way they designed it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look.
I'm-
They didn't make his skin green.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna reboot the original Teen Titans TV show.
Dude, I'm so
No, yeah,
excited
well,
about that.
their whole point after the Teen Titans Go movie, at the very end, there was a cutscene, and it goes back to like the original way they looked in the first series, and they're like, we found our way to figure out to come back. And then the rumor is that if they do well enough, which they did do well enough, like they got a
they
pretty
did
good money
great.
back. They did great. That they would reproduce the show for season 6 one last time. I want to say through Cartoon Network's streaming, but I think they're gonna go through Adult Swim. Or is
like
it Adult
Samurai
Swim
Jack?
or
It'll
Toonami?
It'll probably be Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Adult
like
Swim's
it'll
got more
be.
money.
How would you
I
feel?
hope so.
How would you guys feel if they made like they did side of the same thing as like Samurai Jack, where they like sort of made a last season that was a little bit more
I watched
adult
all of that. It
friendly.
was great.
No,
I would
the
be
Samurai
happy with
I need
that.
to watch
It
actually all
was
Samurai Jack. I just never had the chance.
Phenomenal. The
Yeah.
last season was phenomenal.
It made up for like it lived up to
tied everything up
Mhm.
perfectly.
See that. So I think that's what they're hoping with Teen Titans, because it's like it's been a long time coming, and I think a lot of people are beginning to see that, or like a lot of people enjoy that, and it kind of brings me to my next thing, where after 10 years we're getting maybe an appropriate / maybe more fulfilling Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah,
Oh.
The movie
read
or
my
the-
mind.
the Netflix series.
Series.
We talked about this on my
Is it-
my
wait, is
show
it live
on
action?
Wednesday.
It's
Live
live
action.
action,
Thursday.
but caveat is that the 2 original executive directors will be heading,
Okay.
and they will be in control of the entire
Oh,
Netflix.
okay.
And they even went out of their way to kind of like totally just drag M. Night Shyamalan and basically be like,
Ooh.
it doesn't matter what ethnicity these people are going to be. It's going to be exactly what the series was meant to be.
Yeah.
So it's just
Like,
like
It was hot
I
garbage,
have-
the first one.
it
I
was
just-
such a disappointment.
It was like the Dragon Ball Z movie. That
Dude,
was.
It wasn't Dragon. It was Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Evolution
Oh,
War
yeah.
Hour.
Oh, what a
Just the
Yikes.
Dragon. Okay,
So-
let's
Terrible.
talk about Dragon Ball. Didn't they have guns in that movie?
Yes, they did.
Dragon Ball with Saiyans.
Yes, they,
But no Red
they
Ribbon
don't.
Army. No Red Ribbon
No
Army.
Red
Let's
Ribbon
talk about
Army.
that.
No nothing.
None of that.
I
no
don't.
Yamcha. No Puar. No Oolong.
I don't know a lot about Dragon Ball, but these guys right next to me, Mario and
AJ.
AJ,
Feel like
they whipped out their Dragon Ball Z decks.
Dragon Ball
They-
Super
You
Trading Card
actually
Game.
have
Yeah,
your decks
that.
with you
So-
right
Let's see.
now. Of
Yeah, I
course
have
you
my
do.
DAC.
I
You
can
want to
tell-
see my DAC?
Oh, is that what your tag?
I can tell they're super fans, and they were very salty about.
I have a card that's worth
Not so
$110.
much
I'm
a
really,
super
sur-
fan?
I'm
Yeah.
really surprised I didn't
I
see
don't
you
have
guys
this
at
Just really, really
Comic-Con.
happy about.
Oh my
how
god.
everything has
There's
been
like
going.
literally an
Well, I mean,
entire
what's the
deck.
deck,
You have a
50
card
cards?
folder for it too.
50 cards. It's not a folder. It's a
No,
box.
I said holder.
Oh, holder.
Well, it's a good
Not
anime.
folder.
Aho Girl is a great show.
Yeah,
I love
oh,
it.
wait, I have all.
Get
Of
the
my,
other one?
I have all of my Japanese sleeves.
Oh my god.
we
Mario.
have a weeaboo in the.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
what do
I'm
you think
actually
AJ Cubed is
Japanese,
about?
So
So he's
I'm
not
not
actually.
a weeaboo. I find that offensive.
Wait, what?
I'm from Japan.
Oh no, I didn't mean it to be offensive. I was just
No,
saying
Let me see.
he's more anime than me.
Well,
Dude,
see,
you
the
know-
only reason I started getting really back into anime is because Mr. Over Here and some of my friends that I mentioned earlier,
Okay.
the ones that actually watched the
No,
original
I'll look at it later. Don't throw it at me.
Captain America? No, Captain Marvel.
Yes,
we were just
Captain
talking about
Marvel.
earlier. Yeah.
I
So
love
it's
how we
like-
didn't even talk about that at all. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
we talked
wait,
about it for
in
2
terms of like
seconds and
proximity.
that's
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
I
Well,
want this out of my face.
We'll go back to wait. Is this NSFW?
Yes.
There's
Thank
no
God I'm
way.
not
showing.
streaming.
Come on.
Also,
Oh, that's
streaming is
nice.
coming in the future. I don't know. We'll see.
That's cool.
If I can get the password.
How much do you spend on
talk
all
to
this?
Brett.
When they were in Japan, they were like $5 each.
That's cool.
Yeah, because in
Simple.
Japan, I'm pretty sure those things.
I could
sell
resell
like
this for
hotcakes.
60
Yeah. Wait, when did you go to Japan recently?
when I lived there.
Oh, when you lived there. I thought you meant like you got them recently.
Oh no! I've
You
had
had
these.
these. Okay.
When I back when I played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're bringing it back.
Hey. No. I was gonna say I didn't mean the weeaboo thing to be like offensive. I just meant like full disclosure. I would love to be on that level because
doesn't care.
I've been trying to get through Cowboy Bebop for the past
Oh,
year.
you want to talk about it on the show?
Oh, I
Wait,
would
stay for the
I would
next
like
2
to.
hours we have. We can we'll bond.
All right, but my point is that like I've been wanting to watch it, but I've gotten to like maybe the 14th episode, and it's been a whole year.
Yeah.
I'm not
Do
very
it.
committed to
Oh
it,
no,
but I
no,
love
I
it.
get it. Yeah,
Do it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like if you
That's
want
just me with
the
anime
main
in
thing is if you
general.
want to power through it. It's a great show. If you don't
Right.
like it, it's not for everybody.
No, you're right.
You know, it's all personal taste.
I only see clips of it on YouTube sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Looks like
I
though.
I appreciate that
It's-
anime. Like I haven't seen it in
Also,
forever.
if
but
you
I've seen
guys
the
like
first
Cowboy Bebop, they
episode.
just released a new show from that exact same era.
Really?
The source material is called Banana Fish.
Yep.
What's
and
it about?
it's New York, old-timey gangster stuff.
Hey.
Ooh, I dig it.
Didn't they do something like that a little bit? It was a boxing one.
Megalobox.
Yeah, Megalobox.
Not it, artistic style, yes.
Yeah, artistically, it
Completely-
looks very
completely
similar.
different.
That's the one thing about Cowboy Bebop that really keeps me like watching. Is like I mean sometimes the plot of it is like okay,
You want good plot? Megalobox.
okay, I'll make sure to check it
Character
out.
development
It looks really good.
It is my
I'm really bad when it
favorite
comes to
show
watching
AJ,
anime.
ever.
for telling me. Yeah, because last semester this man over here to the right was like, "Yeah, watch this," and I was like, "Okay, like whatever."
No, like,
It was worth it. Yeah.
like
just
literally
do
the
it.
first episode is the perfect first episode.
Yeah.
The perfect.
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 Okay,
Tail lights.
I'm gonna
I
put-
can't get over that.
I'm gonna put my Crunchyroll in my pocket and keep it for
Aye.
next hour because
Hey, Crunchyroll.
Is the new Fully Cooley good at all?
I haven't
new what?
watched it. I've been
So
waiting.
it's
Wait, do we need to
interesting.
do the thing?
Yeah, I feel like we need to add.
We
So
do
you
need
guys
to
are
do
fine.
the
You
thing?
guys can.
No,
roll.
it's interesting because there's two new parts.
Yeah.
One part is currently on. I want to say Adult Swim,
Think
or
so?
it's on Cartoon Network in English, and then the other one is currently being aired in Japanese. And then I think they're gonna swap them for next season.
Okay.
It's interesting. I mean, Fully Cooley is always great. It's always super entertaining. The first season was what, 5 episodes?
Yeah.
6 episodes, and it's just it's very experimental. Like in terms of like also like Monogatari.
I just
Uh,
like the music.
Yeah, yeah. The music, dude. Megalobox has good music.
That also has good music. Okay.
Oh, it's great. It's very. It has
Nick,
Yeah, no,
I
it
didn't
has-
know
it has a
you're a
bit of
big
everything.
anime boy.
it has a bit of everything.
Am I a bit? No, I'm not. I'm like the old OG, like when Naruto and
Me.
Bleach were on
I feel
Adult
it, that's
Swim
me.
and Konami.
dude,
Yeah.
That's me.
intro song to Naruto, the original one, the
Oh,
Komi, Komo. You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about?
yeah,
I don't know how
yeah,
to
yeah.
sing it, but oh, that song, dude. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna transition after this. So just to do a little bit of ad reads. If you guys are a fan of podcasts, check out KCR On Demand, our newest platform for entertainment here at San Diego State University. Find us on Apple Podcast and SoundCloud at KCR College Radio for original podcasts and show archives from your radios here at KCR. And it's a little bit late, but if you guys want to check out the newest music festival coming to Southern California this weekend, the 22nd and 23rd, which is tomorrow and on Sunday, at Lake Pierce, California, the same but different festival looks to break boundaries, providing a variety of music, as well as camping grounds and outdoor activities like yoga, hiking, boating, and much more. Make sure to grab your tickets if you can, and but don't mind the drive, at ssbdfest.com. Written by yours truly.
Dude, honestly, I love the idea of that show or festival, whatever. But the name it cracks me up.
A lot of people actually appreciate the name. I read it
love
last
the
year
name.
too.
What's
but
it
have
called?
you
Last show too.
same but different?
What's it about?
It's so basically this, and I can tell you because I'm your promotions director.
Okay.
So basically, same but different festival. It's their first year actually as a festival. They are a sister company to Kaboo, and so what they want to do is create like this festival where you can enjoy outdoor activities and camping and stuff like that, while still kind of enjoying like the nice things about, or like the common things that you see at festivals. And they actually like do play off the fact where it's like it's a music festival, it's the same, but it's also kind of different because you go camping and you do a bunch of camping stuff.
Okay. I see
So
that.
it's really cool actually. We actually still have media passes if you want to go.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
For this weekend?
for this weekend.
How many? Oh my gosh.
hard maybe.
Yeah, I know.
But,
Well,
like,
let me know.
I've got
The-
tests.
The
that's why.
only thing is like the name. It reminds me a lot of like. Has anyone here watched the interview?
Yeah.
Oh,
so like when
yeah.
they went to North Korea and he was on the mic, same. but different.
But different. But that's a whole concept, though. It's like, it's the same because it's a music festival, but it's
like,
different.
Every time I hear it, I just think of a really like racist Asian accent. Same, but very different.
We're all
It's
brainwashed.
kind of low key. That's concept. No, but it's funny. I was looking at the map that they sent me, and like they actually like named their stages. Same stage, different stage. Like they're playing off of it really
Oh
like
my
well.
goodness.
It's funny.
Really
It's
funny.
like the whole theme.
It low key is.
Same 1 and same 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is it the same stage or the Samay stage?
I hate it. I don't like it.
The EMAS stage.
The EMS stage. Okay, so I'm gonna try and see where.
New topic?
New topic. We're gonna. Well, there was other Marvel stuff, but the only things that like I had to hit on for Marvel stuff is
Daredevil?
that Daredevil season 3 got
baby.
announced October
I still need to watch
19. It's such a good show,
Oh my
dude.
God, please watch
Like
it.
easily, I love Jessica Jones personally, but it was slow in the beginning. I will say Daredevil season 1 is the best out of all the
That
Marvel
is
series.
probably the best show that I've seen besides like maybe Breaking Bad, where it's like they set up a villain so well, and Vincent D'Onofrio's performance is probably like one of the best things I've seen. Where it's like he's literally like you see his perspective,
it's
and you see
so
him like
good.
grow as a villain throughout the
Yeah.
entire first
Okay.
season, and he like at the end he's like that is the king.
Yeah,
That
but
is it.
like the I feel like they did the same thing with Jessica Jones'
Yeah,
character.
same.
Oh my
Especially with
gosh, what's
David Tennant
his
was great.
name? David Tennant's villain was absolutely
Ooh.
amazing, and he's easily one of the in my opinion, one of the best Marvel characters that they created in a
that as well.
long time.
He was a villain for Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
David Tennant.
It's his performance is absolutely amazing, and you just kind of see like this person who like genuinely thinks he's doing something right, or like genuinely think it's okay, and you begin to sympathize with him until you start seeing him go crazy.
Okay.
And it's such a good character.
My only gripe is he doesn't turn purple.
I know, huh? But a lot of purple aesthetic, so I'm here for it, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Shout out to specifically David Tennant for being in a lot of movies and shows that we like, including Doctor Who, Jessica Jones, and that one new movie where he abducts the girl. Which one is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it was really
I've
low
seen
key,
what
but I
you're
watched
talking
it and I
about.
really, really
Yeah.
liked it.
He got brought on. What?
Oh, what was it?
He's also the voice of Scrooge McDuck on DuckTales.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
That's
new one,
right. Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it the new one or the old one?
The new one.
The new one.
The new. Has anyone seen that show?
No, I
I
haven't.
watched the
show-
first
the
episode.
original
It's
one?
phenomenal.
Is it really?
It's amazing.
I saw the first episode. I was like, I'm hyped for that.
Mm.
Looks good.
Such a good show. I watched all of season 1.
Really? It's so cute.
Great. It's a great.
I want to say either David Tennant or the gentleman who played the Doctor after him, they got pulled on, I think, for another Marvel movie. I don't know what, though. I forgot. Was it Marvel? No, I'm sorry. Apologies. The franchise that they are
Bad
also
Samaritan. Sorry.
Bad Samaritan?
That's the David Tennant movie. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't
No?
seen it. No.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no.
No.
Sorry, that was such a cut in.
I'm like, wait.
Do you want to bring it back later?
Wait.
Yeah, we can bring it up. Later.
Okay, go
But,
Can I talk about 2 movies that are coming out soon?
What?
One, so for those people who don't know, I went to Anime Expo for.
Of course you did.
It's great. I went on Thursday super early so I could watch the premiere of the Boku no Hero movie 2 Heroes.
Oh, really?
And
My brother
It's
would
coming
love
out.
that.
It's coming out very soon, and oh my gosh, is this movie amazing?
I'm
Is it
afraid that
good?
you guys are gonna have content for the 2 hours.
I
You
have
after me.
2 hours of content.
Okay, good.
No
He's
matter
got
what.
me. Hello.
That's good.
But like,
Yeah.
if
We'll
you
come
guys,
up with
has
something.
anyone here watched Boku no Hero Academia?
I've heard.
I have
I couldn't
not.
get into
many
it.
Great
You couldn't get
things.
into
Oh,
it?
I couldn't do it.
really?
Oh.
Did you watch the dub?
But why would
Whatever.
you do that
Way
to begin
easier.
with? Though?
I watched-
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Is-
I don't
Right.
subtitles.
I think I just listened to the English,
Subtitles,
whatever English
subs,
version
sub,
was.
team
yeah.
sub,
Okay.
all the way.
Yeah, I mean the main it's not for everybody, but like
Yeah.
I like it on a few perspectives. Just like one, it's very shonen but it's a kind of it's almost like a satire on it because it takes every very stereotypical shonen trope and polishes it to a fine point.
For me, it's like I wouldn't recognize it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I'd just be like, oh, it's another anime.
Yeah,
Can you explain what shonen means to me?
shonen is
It's like a form of
it was
anime.
originally
It's like a genre,
It's a
ne?
genre. It's
Yeah.
there's a whole manga series called Shonen Jump. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
And it's very for boys, very action, very adventure, very
Think of it as like,
long running.
yeah.
So it's like, is it like over the top more?
Very
Is it like
over the top.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
And
So
then
like
the
One
other
Punch
But
Man.
it's a classic, though.
dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about One Punch Man later, but
we could talk about it. We could
Okay.
talk
Yeah,
about
save
I
it for
got
your show.
it. Yeah, but
Save
then
it for your show.
I
the
love
other
it.
movie that's coming out soon is the Dragon Ball Super Bardock movie.
Is that the one they've been promoting?
They have been promoting it.
Yeah.
But, so
the one where like this dude is like the most powerful.
Yeah, like
and,
it's a remake of the original Dragon Ball Z Bardock movie.
Oh, okay.
But the most interesting thing about it is, every Dragon Ball Super movie that has come out, or the only one, has been canon in the show. They're making,
so is this one?
The main thing about it's gonna be canon because all the other Dragon Ball movies, like Dragon Ball Z, they were never canon. So now everything's canonically like in the set and story. Everything's interesting, and they're even bringing things from like GT and some other stuff into the main story. Like they hinted at it earlier in the series for Dragon Ball Super, but Oob, if you guys remember who Oob is,
Yes.
The pink one?
No, that's Boo.
Okay.
Oob is the reincarnation.
Okay, I was close.
I'm sorry.
I was actually close.
So together they become Boob.
No, they call he becomes Majub.
Majub!
Majub. Dude, that's so like kiddie. Like say for example, like the name of a villain, you just turn it upside down and it's like, oh my god, who could they be? And like an investigation. Like one of the, oh man.
My.
That's great. But
That's
like
funny.
what was I saying? The movie looks really good, and they did a promo about it a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was last week exactly. They premiered the original Dragon Ball Z movie in stores, in theaters, and whoever went, you were able to get a Dragon Ball Super promo card.
Oh, and look what you have.
I don't have it with me, but
okay.
It's the
But you have it.
I have
A card.
I didn't just get it. I finessed the system.
Oh,
How'd you
So,
finesse
so
it?
I went with me and two other guys, and each person gets one copy of the promo card. We went at the beginning to get the promo card, and after the movie, we saw that they changed shifts, and we got
oh wow, look at you. How much is the promo card worth?
I mean, you can only get it at the theaters, so
Right.
It's worth probably good money.
If you
then.
throw it on the
Worth more
internet,
than-
because you have six
about
of them.
$10.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
price of the ticket.
Well, see, the game's gonna get more popular in time.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
No,
I
that
mean,
thing's coming back for sure.
I mean, the game's very popular. Like the last regional I went to, which was a couple months ago, like 2 months ago.
There's so much anime.
I'm sorry,
No,
but in
but like-
LA, the regional I went to, it was like one of my first big tournament ever going to because I didn't have any in Japan. There was 500 people.
Dang.
Yeah.
All I know, man, is that Yu-Gi-Oh was the thing that I remember from childhood.
I know,
and I love
right?
the show.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the thing. You look at it now.
Not
It's awful.
Pokemon?
I love Pokemon too. I collect Pokemon cards just because I like the way the cards look.
That's
Same
how
way
I
with
was with
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I sold my Slifer the Sky Dragon got card from the swap meet, and it's probably fake. Spent $100 on that. But
You spent $100
my mom,
on a
My mom
card?
bought it because I totally convinced her to do it, but it was awesome.
You made your mother buy you a card
I was
for $100?
that privileged white kid. Yes, I
Just,
was.
Oh
just to flex on kids in the schoolyard. Be
You know-
like, check this out.
I'm like,
put it in
I don't even know how to
defense
play
mode.
this, but
Blue
bam.
Eyes White Dragon.
Like, that's
If
how
you love
much you
that
wanted
series,
it.
though,
Oh yeah, no, it was.
Amazing.
Is that like how it is now?
I mean the new right now because of like Yu-Gi-Oh's taking a very bad slope.
Oh, okay. I know they had like an app or
Watch
whatever.
the
think it's
abridged
They were
one.
like-
because,
Watch
like,
the
the
abridged one on
series.
YouTube. Look up Little Karuba on YouTube.
Okay.
Shout out to Little
But, like-
Karuba and everybody.
like,
Watch the abridged one. It's
Yu-Gi-Oh
so
and
fun.
Magic
It's amazing.
are the two card games that are like super expensive.
Yeah.
Where like before they reprinted some of the cards, there was a deck that was worth $2,400,
Ooh.
and right now in Magic, some of the most like there's a single card that is worth $300,
Ouch.
and it is.
Papers.
That's a lot.
Mario's face.
I could work for a little more than half a week, and I still wouldn't be able to pay for that. It's just like, and it's a single little card that I can put in a
It's a single
container,
card that you
and I
need 4
could just-
copies of.
It's a single card that you could rip very easily if it were like an accident. You know?
And for decks, you need
Or-
4 copies of it.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that?
You need a full set.
Because they want to make that money, bruh.
Okay.
No, you need. I mean, it's for strategy.
Think about it, how often you want
And
to
they
pull
want to
that
make
card.
that
Right, right.
money.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Okay, fair.
All right, Tisha, what else did you have?
Okay, yeah, I was
Did you
about to
wanna
say
get
I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip over that. We're gonna try and move away from all the anime because my
Okay.
God, there's so
Okay,
much.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
You're
It's just
looking
like
directly at me.
well, because you're the one headlining all of it.
I'm sorry.
He's just like throwing it in there. You know, he's trying to promote
He's try-
his own
he's
show.
trying to
Slowly
promote his
goes
show.
across the table. It's like, hey, check this out.
No, so something else that's entirely different. Did you guys see that there was a trailer drop from another old show that's coming back called
Spark Mars.
The Twilight Zone?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one.
it's coming back.
It's
I-
coming
There's
back,
a lot of things
and
coming
your
back.
host is going to be Jordan Peele,
Oh,
which
Oh.
I am so excited for.
I need to watch Predator.
Yeah.
It looks really. The only caveat that's Keegan Michael.
I know, but I'm saying because of I
'cause
remembered I need
Jordan
to
Peele.
watch Predator.
Yeah, but the only caveat to that is apparently this might only be on CBS
Yep.
streaming it. Is that true?
That's my gripe.
Man,
I mean, it's on CBS legally.
They have to make it exclusive in order.
I mean,
for
you
them
could
Yeah.
find it.
Can't we just get like a DVD of it? Like I'd be down to pay.
I mean, I'm sure they will because it's
$30
like it's been how many years since
Right.
they
Yeah.
made it, you know. I mean,
Also,
it's been ages.
they're also redoing Veronica Mars.
Yeah, I saw that Netflix picked it up as a series too.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
I never
Next,
watched
they're
it.
gonna bring back Buffy the Vampire Slayer and
to bring in
Charm.
the teenage witch.
They already did
Quick-
bring back Charm.
Let's
Did
bring
they
back
really?
Lost.
They did. They brought it back
Please.
on CW actually.
Right.
But the only thing is they didn't bring back any of the
Main cast.
originals.
Are
No.
they like redoing it?
They did. It's 3 girls. Yeah, it's on CW.
Okay.
It'll be premiering in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it looks good. Some people are just kind of like, why couldn't you at least include some of the older folks?
Yeah,
But I think it's an entire reboot, so it's not something that's
I want
like
them to
a
remake
callback.
Kim Possible.
Oh,
They are making Kim
What?
Possible.
Really?
They make a
oh no,
movie?
they're doing
They're
a live
doing
action.
a live
Let
action
me-
movie.
I don't need a movie. I need a show.
What we
No,
want.
I'm pretty sure it's a
more show.
movie.
I need more show.
Make
I
at least
need-
an animated movie.
I
Don't
need-
make a live action.
But they
need
already
Kim
made an
Possible.
animated movie.
They made a lot of
Make another, but like up to date one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
up to date.
I was
I
gonna
need
say.
Kim Possible and Ron 30 years later training
Yes!
her daughter.
Yes.
Oh, that'd
You
be
know.
cute.
I think if there's enough demand, Disney might play its same cards that, like, you see Cartoon Network doing. Obviously, we're bringing back a series to kind of wrap up everything. Maybe, but they are also doing that with other series, like they did it with Raven.
There's also a new show.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
There's a new show on Nickelodeon. They remade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They
Like,
did
Wait,
like
the-
the second time.
The
The second-
animated.
Like
Wait,
the
animated.
3D
It's animated.
The
Was it
3D
the first one?
animation.
No.
Back in,
no?
like,
It's
2008
2D now.
now?
They went more towards an older like 2D anime style.
Really? I
It's
didn't
also
know that.
it's similar to DuckTales.
Oh,
I like
okay,
the
okay.
character design in that one.
The
I
kick-
just really like the 3D one. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
the 3D one's good.
The
but,
3D
like,
one,
the,
doesn't it have Sean Austin in it?
Yes.
He plays as Raphael.
No, I don't think Raphael.
Michelangelo.
I think Michelangelo.
Is it?
Yeah.
He also played Sam McGuy.
Yeah.
Sam.
But
Samwise,
what's it
whatever.
called for the main show that I saw a few episodes of it already, and because they released the first episode for free on YouTube. And
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Okay.
like what they do with DuckTales.
Okay.
There's two things I love about it. One, the opening is a one shot. It basically is like the way it's animated. It's like a one shot like tracking shot.
Mhm.
It's very pretty. The
Really?
fight scenes are very pretty.
Mhm.
The art style overall is just great. The one thing I don't like about it is the voices.
Oh, okay.
They all
Oh.
sound the same.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, like how in every other version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they all have their own distinct characteristics,
Yeah.
and like
Right,
if you hear one of them
You know
talking,
who's
you'll
talking.
know who it is.
Yeah.
You can't do that with this one.
Why is this one all just like skater dudes?
They all sound like bros.
Oh,
Oh man.
rip.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's just the
Bummer.
pilot, maybe they'll change it later on.
I don't know.
I mean, there have been like over 10 or 20 different Teenage Mutant Ninja
That's
Turtle
true.
animation shows.
My favorite
Right.
one was TMNT, the 2000 cartoon.
2000, I think
The ones that we grew up with.
Oh,
Heck
the ones where
yeah.
they went from like going back in time to fight an old ancient demon lord
That was
Shredder
the one.
to
That was the
going,
one that
like,
was shown
against
on WB when it was
WB
right.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And they went to like they fought dragons and had turtle dragon spirits and
gosh.
Oh my god.
they fought
yeah,
with
that's such
superheroes
a-
and they went forward in time. Then they
I
went
only
back in
remember that
time.
because
That
my
sounds
brothers
cool.
really liked watching that growing up
That show
too.
was so good.
Which one was the one where they go underground or something? Like the underground, like
All of them.
civilization. I mean, there probably is, but like it was a really specific one where it's like they have to save these like mutant people that are living underground.
Yeah, that was the original.
Oh.
That was that one.
the
Okay,
2000
that
show.
one I love. So
That was,
much.
I think that was before they brought out the alien Shredder.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's right. My goodness.
And then they had
What nostalgia.
But, like the my favorite part of that show was like the ancient demon lord Shredder. Is like
Crazy.
because like apparently Shredder is not just like a person; it's like a title, and like whoever holds the title, whoever claims the
Oh.
title of Shredder has like a some
Oh, I
like
think I
ancient
kind
spirit
of-
link with the dark
yeah.
demon lord. And It's
Okay.
crazy. It's great.
I think
This
I
is
kind of
not
remember that.
this is not like happy little campy kid
Oh, no,
fun.
it-
This
It
is
never really
intense.
was though.
Dark.
It got dark. Yeah.
Like the last season I saw was of that that set was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Back to the Sewers, where they went from the future where they were trapped back in time, back to like Master Shredder and stuff. And then Master Splinter gets shot and like
Get
shattered across cyberspace.
Yeah.
Whoa,
And they have
dude,
to go into cyberspace to
Oh
collect
my-
his data pieces.
This sounds
Yeah.
tight. Why did
It's-
I never watch
it's
this?
amazing.
This
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
I heard it was like really, really intense. I kind of remember that too, actually.
I'm sorry, I keep jacking your show, taking it to like cartoons.
I know. I'm trying to like see how I can bring it back, but there's none because like everything else that I want to talk about is more like live actiony things. And like low-key more like Marvel things. Like Joaquin
that time?
Phoenix got
Joaquin!
nabbed
Oh,
for
right.
the Joker.
Right.
They released a little teaser of him
Did
in
they
like
really?
the act.
Just photos?
Yeah, just photos, and there's a small clip of you
Oh,
see
there's a
him.
clip? Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
there's a clip of him just kind of like standing there chilling, and they're playing music in the background, and then it kind of cuts to
that
him.
ruins the whole film theory.
Can I?
What film theory?
What's the film theory?
I mean, it's also related to the comic book theory, but there's.
Well, this isn't.
Let
This is not gonna be canon.
It's not canon. Okay.
No.
Like so,
No,
like
it's gonna be
there's a
standalone.
canon thing of like in the comics where Batman sits in like the chair of truth or whatever that knows everything, and he's like, who's the Joker? And then he's like, what do you mean? And it turns out there's 3 Jokers.
Oh.
Yeah, and it fits in perfectly with everything else. Like
That's
in the
so
comic book era,
cool.
there's like a Gold Age Joker, a New Age Joker, and a Silver Age Joker.
Oh, wait, is it
So where like the original Jokers from the original comics were all like murderers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The other one, the Silver Age, when they were just, like goofy bank robbers, and then the New Age where they're like very developed and like actual like characters. Like,
Can't
so,
you just always justify it's just like, oh, it's just a parallel universe?
Yeah.
I mean,
but
yeah,
on
that's
top-
the
on top
easiest
of the
answer,
parallel
though.
universe thing is like that's like there's like
It's like Earth 1,
there's
Earth 2,
3
whatever.
Jokers.
Yes, Earth 1.
I wanted to
Earth 2.
ask, does that mean that Batman Ninja's canon or no?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah.
that. I
And
want to
then
watch
but then
it
when
so
you look
bad.
at what's
What,
it
that
called?
trailer where it's like he's a samurai, not a ninja?
Yes, it's so cool.
I like it, but I was like, why are you calling it a ninja if he looks like he's dressed up as like a samurai?
Wait, isn't
Okay.
that it's like one of the newer
It,
DC
it was a
movies,
Japanese.
right?
It was a Japanese movie.
Yeah,
animation
it looks
style is
so
The
so
animation is
good.
very. It's weird.
It
It's like,
reminds me
it's
of Telltale
cel-shaded.
games.
Yeah.
I really
Oh.
like it.
Yeah,
though.
but then
That
like
brings me to my next
but
one,
talking
but-
about the 3 Jokers
What's the
is
next
like
point?
When
the
he's done, I'll
3
talk.
Jokers are also like that 3 Joker theory is also technically canonical with the 3 like
The 3 Jokers
that
in like the live action.
in the live action movies.
Interesting.
Because like if you look at the movies, there's one Joker that was like basically just a robber like getting money. There was the crazy insane murder person Joker.
Wait,
It's,
which one's which?
I think Batman like Beyond and stuff like that.
Oh,
was like the
okay.
bank robber Joker.
And then Ledger was I'm assuming,
Ledger was like
the murderer.
and then the other one's like kind of like a smart-ish kind of person.
Leto.
Not I think no, Leto is going to be a continuation of the psychopath murderer Joker.
Oh, okay.
I forget who the other one was, but
Interesting. That's really cool. I've never heard that theory before. No, but I mentioned Telltale because I think they're going bankrupt. I don't
they
know.
are gone.
They are
They are
gone.
gone.
Yeah, because they canceled their Stranger Things game, and I believe what was their other game that they're going to do?
they were going to do
Stranger
another
Things-
Walking Dead.
Yeah, and another Walking Dead.
They I think they kept a few on just to like get everything settled with their like sponsors.
Why did they?
Quick.
Because even though they had good games, no
They
one
weren't
bought 'em.
making money?
They weren't making money.
Shame. Oh, it was Stranger Things 2, the Stranger Things and the fairy tale video game, The Wolf Among Us 2. They canceled both of those
So-
because they're just tanking.
Is Telltale's like shutting down as a studio
Yep.
or what's the?
Oh,
Man.
shame. I love their games.
Oh
They're
no, their
fun.
games were phenomenal.
Yeah.
But just like it never like sometimes it just doesn't like
It doesn't hit.
It doesn't like what's it called translate to sales.
Yeah.
The thing is, for me, as like a person who likes, or I prefer games with more,
Story.
Yeah, well, no, I mean the stories are pretty good. Like I
Mm-hmm.
played the original Walking Dead with when he first finds Clementine and whatnot, and I've played like games that are like visual novels, that visual Telltale game
Yeah.
style, and it's not particularly that they're bad,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like like I said before, I like Rainbow Six Siege. I like things that are very challenging, things that
Yeah.
are very like you can have a lot of input in it. And basically, what Telltale games are is like you're watching a movie or
Yeah.
someone telling a
But,
story
like-
with little input,
Mhm.
and that's good. But I don't think, like say when you put that specifically for like a console, like you throw it out on PS4, people who play like Overwatch 8 hours a
It's
day
not gonna-
it's not gonna appeal to them very
Yeah.
much.
But like, I'm not too sad because I'm pretty sure they're gonna get picked up by another company that does similar things.
Oh, okay. So those
The-
kind of probably
I'm
merge.
pretty sure they're gonna not they're all out in the wild.
Mhm.
Just someone gotta pick them up. But I think some of them are gonna go over for Quantic Dream.
Yes, Quantic Dream.
Like the thing about
We
the main,
stand.
the main difference from Telltale and Quantic Dream is like
I mean, the style is very different.
the
too.
styles, but like also how in depth it is. Like, because in terms of like
Quantic Dream is in.
no, like yeah,
depth.
but like in terms of like compared to like Telltale, like Telltale's are great. Like don't get me wrong, they're
Yeah,
great.
but they
like,
don't
they're
go
not,
as
like,
far as they do.
deep as like Quantic Dream, where the character died. No, you're done. That,
Yeah.
gone forever.
Mhm.
That part of the story's gone.
Yeah. Have you guys played any games by them?
Nope.
Who
They,
did
um,
what did
No.
Quantic
They
Dream
did
do?
The
what's it
recent
called?
game that they just put out was Detroit Become Human, which
but
we talked
the
about
more
last
popular one that
Oh.
people talk about was Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. It's
Oh,
like
I
a horror
played
movie.
that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Movie.
It acts on like the scary movie tropes.
But
That's
then
what I
like
was
when
saying.
you look at the games like Until Dawn, it's very similar to the Telltale games, but
It was
there's,
a unique
there's a lot
kind
to
of
it.
way they did it, but I was like, I could skip it.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
People were see the thing with those games is like people say like people when they were advertising it they're like, oh, you can make your own horror story. That's not necessarily what it is. It's it's built out for you. You just pick how it happens.
It's you leading it basically.
Yeah, you're just
It's you creating it, but it's you being like, oh no, what do I do? What if I was in this position? What would I do?
Yeah, exactly.
and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it was just kind of a little bit underwhelming. I mean, for
They
what it
made
was.
it a lot better in Detroit.
Yeah.
Becomes
Oh my
Human?
gosh, Detroit Become Human is
Become Human?
genuinely-
Become
Become Human
Become
Becomes Human is honestly like such a good game because like it really is like your little things really will affect the rest of the storyline.
Have you taken 440?
CS 440.
Yeah.
Are you taking my computer science courses right now?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
Because the
Why?
you
I know it's relatable. It's
yeah,
totally
like
relatable
I told
material.
Healy about it.
Yeah.
Like the first class, he's like, oh, "That's a thing."
Yeah,
And he would go.
he would go crazy over that show.
It was great.
Or maybe video game.
It's such a good game, honestly.
I don't like games where it's like there's so many different endings. That like I want the best ending. It's like Mass
Oh yeah,
Effect.
but then
kind of
that's the
style.
beauty of like you play it. Like I played through this game. This is like my third time playing through
my
because like we
gosh.
got the best ending, but I wanted the absolute best ending. So that's my gameplay. Where
Hello.
my other friend just wants to play.
My name's Connor.
Yeah, but then other people also go back and they play the worst ending for all the characters too. You want to
Yeah,
see
I'm
how
like
far
I'm
it
doing that with
goes.
like Infamous Second Son or something like that. But like with The Witcher 3, I was like, I gotta do. I look up the decisions like what just happens when I do this.
Yeah.
What happens when I do this?
Like it's too much weight on the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I
it co-
don't. I'm sorry.
I feel no, you're good, man. Were you gonna finish?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
I feel like when it's a game like The Witcher 3, which is like basically gonna take up about 60 hours of your time.
Yeah, it takes a long.
just have fun with it, man. Who cares
Yeah.
about the ending? You just want to enjoy.
But I
enjoy
want it to be
yourself.
like, man, like monsters are better than humans. Like humans are like
That,
the actual monsters.
That's what the second playthrough's for.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
For
But
the next 60 hours of your
we
life.
should have a show about video games. Okay, Tisha,
And
what else
that's, the
you
next show.
got?
That's the next show, by the way.
Tisha, you
That's
lead,
the next show.
lead the
AJ
conversation.
Hughes. I know.
Tisha.
Honestly, I'm just letting you guys ramble. It's
We are
fine.
sorry,
Oh,
mother.
by the way, there's 7 minutes left. This is why I have a 2-hour show.
Well, no, because you guys can ramble about your 2 hours. I still have. I mean, I have a lot, but it's all over the place just because like this new format I have to try and figure out. But
What else is news? What's his
I have a lot.
what's his name got sued, or he officially?
who?
Tesla man.
Elon
No,
Musk.
I don't want it. That's news. I'm not
That's
including him.
Okay.
in
Okay.
my-
Okay.
Yeah, like no,
No.
my whole structure for this is wants to circulate in the entertainment realm because
right.
like not everybody always keeps up with it because they usually focus on just news.
Did you talk about the Little Pump Kanye movie music video?
That's old.
Roblox.
I don't think we
Roblox
need to
is
talk
old.
about that.
No,
Hey,
that's
man.
old. That's old. Actually, no, I do want to talk about this though
can
because
talk about
no, not that, not that. So Post Malone having like really bad luck actually ended up correlating to him potentially being cursed
Wait,
or
what
haunted.
happened?
He's
So
actually-
apparently he
he's
was
actually
hanging out with Ghost Adventure Boys.
Oh no.
Which is hilarious to me, and I'll tell you why afterwards. But basically, he was hanging out with them. He touches this box, which is called the Debuk box, which is Yiddish, which means restless, malicious spirit, and it's supposedly the most haunted box in the world. He apparently touches it, and ever since then, his plane had an emergency landing. He pretty much, I think he rolled he totaled his Rolls Royce, his car basically. Because his tires blew, and then he had like a home invasion and lost over like $20,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And like this dude's
Ouch.
like going through it rough for
the-
whatever
but,
reason.
But the thing about it is, he's also very safe. He's alive.
Yeah, I know, and he's like
Oh, yeah,
100% fine, himself and everyone around him. But he's been in like they've been pretty consistent ever since it happened. So like they basically like dumbed it down to like, okay, he's probably haunted, which is like when I
Either
looked
that,
into
or
it.
people are just like feeding into the memes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
I mean-
feeding into the memes,
Yeah,
but
the
just
guy-
like
the
that
guy
whole
who,
thing.
the guy who like robbed him. He's like, oh, he's really doing bad things. Let's make it a little worse.
Right? I know. But it's just so funny to me that like he actually it was because of the Ghost Adventure guys that he was hanging out with that it
No,
happened.
Fair play. There's like I think
I love it.
on the right day, I probably would have done the same thing. Oh, it's a haunted box. You
And
know?
then-
That's you though, but
Yeah.
like I don't know if he like actually like intended to touch it, or just kind of be like, oh shoot, my bad,
Oh.
kind of thing.
Oh, I would have been like,
Yeah,
catch.
I know that.
my thing is we have to question the validity and the realness of the Ghost Adventure dude.
Some of the Ghost Adventure things I've seen are like not
It's like
No,
finding
I mean,
Bigfoot. Oh,
it's
we
like-
found his footprint. Here, let's put it up against the concrete.
Exactly. It's like okay, this wide-eyed guy goes into a room and then there's a chair and he leaves the room, comes back and the chair moved a little bit. They're like, "Oh my, there's ghosts
I
here."
love Ghost Adventures, dude.
It's so entertaining to watch, but it's so like
It's so sad because there's a part of my life where I enjoyed all that stuff, and I still do because it's like I think novelty
Right.
wise it's fun.
You guys remember what's it called? The South Park meme about it.
No.
They're like,
Oh,
my
but
God,
yeah,
what's
yeah,
that?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
that? The ghost has just peed my pants.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love that show because like I used to watch it genuinely, and then like I remember my brothers who were like in elementary, they would be like mad whenever I watch it because they're like scared of it.
oh yeah.
But then like when the memes started coming out about that show, oh my gosh, I was cracking up over them because it's all true. They all like exaggerate to like no end,
It's
and it's the most
cheesy, can't be
hilarious
fun.
thing. It's
Cheesy.
so much.
I only watch Real Ghost Adventures, and that show is supernatural.
You mean the one
Get
with
real.
Dane and
Supernatural.
Winchester or whatever?
What's all the fan
Sam
theories?
and Dean
What's
Winchester.
all
How dare
Is
you.
it the Dean thing, like the Dean BL thing?
Isn't
What
that
was
like-
it?
Destiel and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
Oh my, dude, I don't want to get into
Isn't
that.
that like 2010 Tumblr?
It's been going on for so long, dude.
2010?
That show's still going,
Is
man.
it though?
I showed my dad a still image of him in one scene. He's like, "What does he look like he's doing?" He's like, "It looks like he's staring at his long lost lover, and he's staring at like the angel, whatever." He's like, "Okay, man,
Pass.
that's cool."
Yeah.
I mean, they even address that stuff in their show now. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, because it's been going on for so long. I'm really. What are they at? 13 now?
Yeah, it's something.
almost,
Golly.
almost.
They've
That
as
show
long-
killed
needs
death.
to end.
They've killed death. How
Literally.
is that possible?
Okay.
Literally.
We need to. I'm gonna bring up something slightly controversial.
Okay.
I think shows are better when they're shorter, like
Ooh,
1-2 seasons.
We could talk about that on my show.
1 or
'cause
2 seasons.
I think like they can push 5, and I'm okay with it.
They can push.
4 or 5, and that's it. But once you start getting into double digits, it's too
They
much.
can push.
We're
They can push
closer.
600 episodes,
See,
and I'm fine.
Okay, see, yeah, but that's anime though.
Naruto?
If you talk
Well,
about
it's-
like
it's-
American television now.
How many seasons did Breaking Bad have?
12.
12
Was it
seasons?
12?
no, but that's different because Breaking Bad is fantastic.
But that's still a TV
that's what I-
series.
no,
That's
no, no,
not.
no, no, no,
Let's
okay,
listen.
caveat
Breaking
that.
Bad was not 12 seasons, was it?
I think so.
I think it was
12
more 8.
seasons?
Dude,
No,
12 is too much.
9.
Was it 9?
It was 9, wasn't it? I don't think they hit
I thought it
double
was, like,
digits.
Trailer Park
7.
Boys is 13 or 14.
Which one?
Trailer Park
I
Boys.
just found out about that show like
I
last
don't know
week.
what that show
It is a great show. You need to watch that. No, on Netflix. Seriously. And
Trailer
like,
Park
despite
Boys.
all the allegations and stuff that have happened between the characters, watch
Oh?
Trailer Park Boys. Like, if you can burn through the first
5.
season,
I was-
which is
I
just
like-
character
Oh, 5.
development,
For Breaking Bad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
that's what I thought.
watch
Way
Trailer
shorter.
Park Boys.
Okay.
Really, really good. It's kind of like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I like that
Like
show,
that,
so.
but you will like this a lot more. I can guarantee it.
Is Game of Thrones coming back yet? No.
I think they're like super delaying it until like either next year or the year after. I don't watch it though.
I just want to see my dragon.
I just want to see
I
my
just
dragon.
wanna-
Dragon Queen.
There's a zombie dragon now, and I
A zombie
need it.
dragon?
Zombie dragon.
There's a zombie.
Oh, is
dragon.
that Elder Scrolls 6? Is that what that is?
No, kind of. So, it's been, how long has it been? Like a year and a half, 2 years.
Something like
So
that.
spoiler. So
I don't
what
even watch
happens?
it,
Is,
so
what
it
happens in
doesn't
the last
pertain to
season
me.
was Daenerys went to go up north to save Jon Snow, and then she sent some dragons, and then one of the Ice Kings.
Got a minute.
Oh, one of the
I
Ice
don't-
Kings. He took a giant ice spear and went yeah, and then killed the dragon. They pulled it out and he revived it. Now it's a zombie dragon that shoots blue flame
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
okay.
But
But
tune in more after my show
in the 2 minutes.
in the 2 minutes, or not even in less than 2 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up because these boys will take over in about a few seconds. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for being on air with me.
You're welcome for inviting us. We
How
really
dare
enjoyed
you
it.
to the other 2 who canceled on me? They're probably gonna be here next
Josh,
week. They're probably gonna be here next week. I'm not gonna
fight
announce.
me.
Stinky.
But thank you
Stinky
guys so much for
boys.
tuning in. Remember, this is KCR's Tishtalk. Follow me at KCR Tishtalk as well as at KCR College Radio, where you find all the content here. Yeah, we're gonna try and see where this goes, and then if I don't like the format, it's gonna go back to what I used to do. So we'll see what happens. Well, yeah, thank you guys. Tune in for these boys coming up in a few. AJ Cubed, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.